out there land. How are you all doing? How's your day going? How's your life treating you? How's tricks? How's tricks?
Mm.
Don't really
That
know
feels like a
where-
trick question. That feels like a trick.
Yeah, I don't know where all that came from. I'm in a thing. Yay.
Oh my
You're in
gosh,
a-
I got
you're
your
in a thing?
notification.
You're in a thing? Is it a slingshot? Is it
You said you got my invitation?
YouTube
Notification.
told me you're alive.
Oh!
Yes, it told me she's live too.
It never, yeah, but it always tells you.
Wow. Okay.
YouTube doesn't like me.
How's everybody doing this Saturday? I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. If it is the weekend for you, if it's not the weekend for you, I'm glad that you found time to come hang out with us. Well, some people have to work on the weekend, so it's not really like a weekend.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I was gonna say, not
case in point, Esther said, "I'm here bored at work."
It's still the
It's not really like a full weekend, or at least when I used to work.
Fair.
I didn't like it. Didn't feel like it was a full weekend to me.
It's fair.
How's it going? As you can see, I have some lovely people here. We are going to probably do some sprints. We're going to have some fun. There might be some chatties, but not a lot of chatties because I do have some work to do because I accidentally went down a rabbit hole for the last hour and a half that I was not supposed to be doing, that I was supposed to be writing. So I
loved the bit of the rabbit hole I heard. I was like, oh yeah, I'm here for all of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Because I want to keep going down that rabbit hole. I'm over here looking at it. There's so many.
Your rabbit
doing today.
The rabbit hole might send me down one. I'm like, wait, that wasn't what I was going to work on, but now I want to go back to.
No, because I have a goal because I have something that I want to get done before Tuesday. So,
so that's what we should probably focus on.
Yes, I need to go
jump back in the hole.
Not D being the voice of reason. I'm sorry, I can't relate.
Listen, sometimes she's other people.
She is very reasonable with other people. So I'm going to go down because we only have a few comments. I'm going to go down the comments real fast. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself, and then we're going to hop into a sprint. So Mama Maggie came in and said, "Hello, lovelies." Not even close. Not going to happen. Talisa came in and said, "Hello," and then we have an Esther that said, "Hey, oh," and then Sky said, "Hi, friend," and then also said, "Friends, girl, LOL."
She's dragging the O out like that.
Then, because she does that. And then we have Esther who says, "Look at all these beautiful humans. I'm here bored at work." Sky was like, "Oh, LOL. Oh, sorry, friend." And then Esther was like, "It's okay. I'm having a night of drinks with friends after, so I'll survive." And then, is it a good rabbit hole for the future? It could possibly be. I'm not gonna say whose fault it is. I'm just gonna read this comment. Sky went to Lily Love.
You did it. Oh, you did it, Sky. You did it.
And then Esther said, "Don't be the voice of reason."
Well, you see, when you cause the rabbit holes, you sort of want to patch the rabbit holes. So
is that what happens? Okay.
Is that how it goes?
While I pull up a sprint. Laura, take it away.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for that.
I almost made D do it, but I couldn't figure out exactly how I would get back to everybody else.
Crisscross applesauce.
And I am having fun. So
that's always good. That's always good.
Working on my R&R for Seeds of Doubt, but yesterday I also realized it's the Summer Scare Readathon that the Hex Library is hosting, so I started reading a book. But this one was good research to see how they opened setting up their spooky town in chapter 1 and how many characters they introduced and stuff like that. But now I'm also going to read the whole thing. So,
of course you are, because you're Laura.
Yeah. So I'm on chapter 2, and yeah. Are we gonna have a 45-minute sprint sometime? Or are they all 30s?
I mean, we could
Don't
have a
tempt her.
45-minute sprint.
I'm sorry, hold up. This is the first time I've ever heard Laura inquire
Right?
about the liquor.
Because,
I'm like, wait, what?
because I need to do my run this morning still.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So
And the
Yeah.
fact that she can go run in 45 minutes. too.
so I don't want to fall behind. on
Right,
my
right.
exercise
Thank
goal,
you. That
and my
part,
reading goal, and my R&R goal. And
All right. Well,
yeah,
we might do it like I do PJs and Scribbles 30, 45, 30.
sounds good. Should probably eat some breakfast too.
That's
Yeah, I
always
still
a good
have the
idea.
rest of my brunch. Wait,
That's always good. I'm
For me to
doing
go
that
back to.
too right now. Even though I've been up since 7 o'clock. Anyways, hello. I am D Sky Lily. I write under
DJ
the
Sky.
pen
I'm
name.
sorry, DJ Skyler. Every time you say that, I'm gonna.
It's DJ Sky Lily Nuts.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
I write under the pen name Sky Winter for steamy fun romances and Lily Love for clean Hallmark type romances where sweet
Wholesome.
meets funny. There
Wholesome.
are books under both names available on Amazon, both of which has free books you can grab if you subscribe to the newsletters. I have a Patreon. If you want to see what I'm doing for Lily Love, you can follow along on my Patreon, and you get some behind the scenes sneaky peekies of what I'm doing, how I'm marketing it, how I'm doing the research, how I'm planning it, how I'm doing everything. I've heard that the content is good, so check that out. That's me. Well, yeah, that's me. I don't have time for much. So I only am beta reading those who spoke to me before, and I don't have time for very much. So you'll see me around. Link me on social media. I'll answer when I can. JC.
Aw, I'm gonna miss sending you books.
No, I'm not
I
talking to
thought,
you.
don't. I was gonna say, don't you practice?
As I said, I'm beta
Definitely
reading
didn't
for
include
those who
myself
spoke
in
to
that
me
category.
before.
I did not.
You know,
include
if you
myself
spoke
in
to
that
me before and we have an agreement, I still
Yes.
accept my books. But I'll be quiet and send it up to JC.
No, I'm joking with her because I said something the other day where she was setting up something. I was like, now watch. I'll send something to someone else and you'll hear about it and you'll be like,
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
I can fight through the screen. Y'all will feel the punch from Canada.
I was about to say she's already got me lined up for several of my books, and I'm like, wait, oh, me. Hi, I'm JC. I write stuff. I post videos on Mondays and really long, massive, long blogs apparently that D loves. D and like one other person.
That's not true. We just the only ones that said it.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know what else I do. Oh yeah, I have books. They're right there. The Diary, Succession of Lies, and The Weight of Her are my 2 novels, and I have 3 poetry collections, and I have books to beta read, and I don't know what I'm saying. It's Saturday. I don't know. Oh, but have y'all heard of this other author? Because y'all might have heard, because she writes shorts too, Avery Shaw. She has a recent release that I've been enjoying myself. Just, thought I would throw a recommendation out there. But in case, I don't know if y'all have heard of her or not.
What's
But-
it?
we'll have to go look her up.
Cowboy book. It's a cowboy. Look, the book's not.
I don't do cowboys all that often. Although
But it's really good though.
it might be
It's not right in
over
front of me, so I don't
here
remember the title.
on something.
On the
It might
Kindle.
be- Cowboys might be down the rabbit hole that I put over here somewhere.
Don't you have a ranch? That
A whole
Never
small
mind.
town.
a ranch
Cowboys
connected
might
to.
be over in the rabbit hole that I put somewhere. Don't
Wait,
influence
is
the rabbit
this-
hole.
Is this the ranch? Hold up, but is this the cowboy ranch that was connected to Peach Ridge, or is this a new cowboy thing?
Don't influence the rabbit hole.
Right in the
I guess
rabbit
that answers
hole.
my question. I guess that answers my question.
Now it's a badger hole.
But okay, Tiffany, over to you. Awesome, amazing, wonderful Tiffany, who writes really great books, by the way. Y'all should read them anyway.
Let's see. I think I did this one where Esther told you not to be the voice of reason. Also, I'm glad Dee has not asked anything of me. I mean,
right, Esther, because she hold up, she done spun both of my standalone books off to include other people that I'm like,
and it's
well,
not
I'll refer to my other comments.
Ask things of you.
I'll refer to my comment below. She's right. Tiffany's about to click it. I'll refer to my comment below.
She got me over here.
I never asked her to accidentally influence.
Right?
That might be a true statement.
No.
Random stuff.
Well, I guess she didn't ask me, but
she says random stuff that if you were in the right headspace, sparks ideas, and then when you might be like, oh,
I didn't think of that.
Then she gets on board, and then she's like, yes, that's what you should do. Yes, do that. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, but what about if you added this?
Y'all have great ideas.
Throw in that, and then how do you do that? And then she does this really wonderful thing where she goes, I'll help.
Look, Tiff, I haven't even released When Love Calls, and she already has a second book. She's like, well, what about the Friends book? That she needs a book too. And I'm like, you know what? You might be right about that. Got me writing a whole origin story for the way to her that was not planned.
It's more that she throws extra stuff in there without meaning to.
I don't think
she says she doesn't mean to.
She says she doesn't.
Yeah, that part.
I don't think Dee knows the meaning of a standalone.
I'm just really good at manifestation. I say what I want out in the universe, and the universe somehow makes it happen.
It delivers right to your doorstep or your email inbox.
In all fairness, to your point, JC, I don't think in standalone either. So I get how she doesn't think in standalone.
With the Diary Succession of Lies, which was written so many years ago, she read it and she's like, okay, so are we gonna get the daughters like the book? I'm like, well, I hadn't planned.
Yeah, because I get that. Like I don't think in that way either. Like I have a series that I have read. It's 13 books long. When she got done with that one, I was like, really? I feel like we've done enough. And then she did the Daughter series, which was 5 books long. And then I was like, okay, we're good. And then in order to finish off the Daughter series, I read back through all 5, like all the books. And then I was like, but what about old boy that was the mom's partner? I mean, like, we never fully got his story. And then I'm still reading. I was like, ooh, what about
in that vein, if we're spider webbing off of each individual character, when does the story ever really end? Like at some point,
I want to live in there. I want to live in the world.
Okay, so Badi, like, so you read the Diary
and when it ends, I'll cry.
If I had continue going with Diary Succession of Lies, I would have never gotten the weight of her. So it has to end somewhere for me to get to the other characters.
So because here's what's gonna happen: someone in that universe is gonna meet someone along the way that's gonna tie into the weight of her, and then you're like, oh, that's that old character. Oh, guess what?
No.
You know. When old girl, y'all can read the way to her though. But you know, when they were away from each other, they met this person. You know, you never know.
Regina. Hello, friends. I'm moving back and forth between here and Inimitable Books Twitch. Oh, hi, Inimitable Books. Wherever you are, send them my highs. And then we have Tiffany, and then we have Regina.
Oh, not D. Oh God, D, not you. See, putting Sprint.
I'm defending poor Laura's excited, and we just hear talking when she needs to get her work. Tiffany's got stuff to do. Tracy got stuff to do.
You gotta hurry up.
And I got stuff to do.
So I can go through all the comments. I missed the start. I was turning off the sprinklers. That's okay, Mama Maggie. And they said hello to everyone. And then Sky said hi, or Mama Maggie. And then Regina said hi, Maggie. And Esther said, well, then you have not influenced anything so far. I'm a knock on wood.
Make sure it's a thick piece of wood too, Esther.
What's the person who used to be like knock on wood and then they would hit their head? Like, no, okay.
I don't know.
And this guy actually
That's a
said,
little strange.
It's still morning here, so I
See?
don't know. Is there wood?
I mean, wood is known to appear in the morning. Please, Brent.
That's all I got.
Oh God. Oh, Laura for the win. Laura for the win. That is the best.
I got nothing. Absolutely nothing, y'all. I'm pulling up the timer.
Oh, just imagine if Dee's husband had heard that.
Oh, he's there. He's just quiet and
Oh.
on YouTube. He heard it all.
Jay is being quiet,
Right?
I don't like
What did
him.
you do?
He
What did you do to him?
speaks-
What
he only
did you do
speaks
to
when we're
him?
not live in
How
the,
much
to the
duct
world.
tape you wrapped him in?
Oh,
Laura.
I love the rom-com. I love the rom-com.
Laura's
Okay,
the
we're
best.
gonna do 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to get back on track and not go down the rabbit hole that I see staring at me from the side of my eye.
Mm-mm.
Is the eyes peeping out of the rabbit hole?
Mm-mm.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
Do you have Notion pulled up? Because then that would be worse. If you're starting to plan a Notion.
Mm-mm. Don't give her ideas.
Generally, I always have Notion pulled up, if for no other reason. Like it
Well,
also
no,
holds the ideas
because
for what
once
it is they're
once the
working on.
ideas move from her notebook to the Notion, then that's when the rabbit hole gets a little deeper.
And
she's
that ain't
like,
a hole no more. It's a crater.
uh-oh.
With the meteorite known as
Oh
D.
God, I didn't put it. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't do that. Oh,
Okay.
wait. Hold, please. You made me think of something because I don't
One
think that I
moment.
did what I think that I might have done. Did I? I don't think
Now
I did.
there's a research facility in your small
Mama Meg said,
town
"Please
that's
don't."
analyzing a crater.
Oh,
from
snap!
a
Oh, okay,
meteorite.
no, I did it. I did it. But I did it. Really? Till March? Okay. Oops.
Oh God, she's booked till March. That's what she said.
No, not it. Mama Meg's like, please don't. I also said, hello, D and D. All right.
Y'all remember
Wait,
y'all remember the time lady? Y'all remember the time lady from back in the day? At the tone, the time will be 1:22.
We used to always call the time people.
Oh, I used to call the time people when I wanted to sneak on the phone and I didn't want the phone to ring.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a number for
it
time.
Was like our well, for us, it was one of the banks in town, and you would call and they would repeat the message. Or no, they would do the message and then they would tell you the time and the temperature and they would hang up. And so the idea was that you kept calling them back when your friends were going to call you so that your call waiting would beep and you could click over, but the phone would hang up from the time and temperature so it wouldn't ring back when you got off the phone. Your parents wouldn't hear your friend calling if you had someone calling after you were supposed to be off the phone.
We actually had, there was a time, like, I don't remember the number now, but there actually was an actual number and we always just called her the time lady. Call the time lady. And and she would just answer the phones at the tone. The time will be whatever the time is, beep, and she would keep repeating herself until you hung up.
Because ironically, I had no curfew for when I needed to be in the house, but I had a curfew for when the phone did not ring.
Wow.
Well, that annoys the whole house.
That's interesting.
Yeah, my father always, like, my curfew was this. If you show up at the wrong time, the doors will be locked, the locks will be changed, and you'll know you did wrong.
So you did have a curfew. You just made sure not to,
well, I never hit the, no, I did. I did one time. Me and my friends were out and I came home and I went to open the screen door and it wouldn't open and I had to ring the doorbell and he came to the door and he opened it and he looked at me, he goes, that's one, and unlocked the screen door and turned around.
Damn.
And then that was it.
Right, Esther?
I know.
Esther's like, cursor the play button.
Shush, Esther. Shush. Yeah, I'm reminiscing here about the time lady. Okay.
All right.
Oh, God.
In 3.
Is there a time lady in your small town?
No, but now I want to
Who
go
gives
see.
horoscopes?
Now I want to go
With
look up the
who
phone
should be
number to
matched
see
with who?
because I don't remember what the phone number is. So now I want to go look up what the phone number was. I was like, wait, what was the number to the time lady? Anyway, okay. Tell him the time will be 1:25. Beep. Y'all, there's still a number for the time lady. It still exists. Okay. Okay, huh? But
I thought I was gonna be able to finish that scene before the end. I was like, this close. I was like, no. I didn't
I was also in the middle of a scene after I went down the rabbit hole of trying to find out if the time number still existed, which I did. I found something that said the time lady still existed, but then I found something else that said it didn't. But then I found something else that said yes, it does, except for it sounds a whole lot different. And boy, when I tell you, I do not like this time person. It's a man for one, which is not the problem. It's the problem is they give military time, and I'm like, oh, so you're gonna make me do math when I call for the time? No.
Oh, military time's not that hard.
Oh, it is for me. I don't like military time. I hate military time. Like, please don't tell me it's 1300. I don't know what that. No, just tell me it's 1:00. Like, ugh. But there's a number.
We call it military time, but most of the other countries just call it regular time. Like that's how they do time.
No, regular time is 1:56 p.m. Eastern time. That's the regular time. No. But it's a DC number and it works everywhere. Like yeah, it's a number that exists that you can still call, but it sounds horrible. And the time lady's name was Jane Barb, and she died in 2003.
Oh, R.I.P.
But then after I went down that rabbit hole, I did start writing, and I was in the middle of saving. The timer went off, so he's about to go on a date. There might be a first kiss in this chapter. Anyway.
Miss D, how did you do?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was writing. I forgot I was muted. So I went on a TikTok rampage to post
a rampage
TikTok, and then I took myself out of that, and I started doing what I was supposed to be doing. So I read through a chapter, realized that there's a gaping hole, and I'm fixing it. So yeah, that's me. That's me.
Okay, there's so many things to ask in that statement.
Wait, is this your book or is this somebody else's book?
No, this is my book.
Oh, okay. Because you said you were fixing it, and I was like, for the other person?
No. I've been reading through this book that I need to give to a certain person close to me to read. So, I'm just reading through to make sure it makes sense before I pass it over.
And by close to her, she means right there, close to me. Right there next to her. Right there next to her. I wanted to know more about the rampage, but also the pothole, but the rampage too. I'm like, rampage.
Oh,
I thought you were supposed to say TikTok rabbit hole, and you said rampage. And I'm
no, I don't have rabbit holes with TikTok. TikTok and I are in a feud. So, whenever I'm over there, I go on a rampage, and then things happen.
Oh, yeah,
what am I doing?
This is why I don't go there on TikTok. She said you're falling into your book because you were still reading as we were talking, you were still engrossed in your book.
I'm on page 40.
Yay!
Yay!
Progress.
Awesome sauce. Are you? I don't even have to ask because it would be like, "Are you enjoying it?" And your whole face told me yes.
The fact that she was still reading when we were talking, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, but I do that sometimes just to get to the end of the chapter or the end of the scene.
Oh, I need to get to the end of the scene. Yeah.
But if I wasn't like enjoying it, I would have had no problem putting it down. But it's just me.
Nah, it's a tick for me. I don't know. Well, yeah, even if I'm annoyed with the book or whatever, yeah, like I have a hard time stopping a book in the middle of something. Like but writing too. Like I really need to either be at the end of the scene or the end of the chapter. I'm not very good at just stop it.
Laura,
but you.
Have you discovered a new favorite author? That lady that writes amazing middle grade. Like, have you met her? Not her face. I'm talking about you, girl. I know you're reading your own book.
I'm not reading my own book. I'm reading the Clackety.
Oh, I thought you were reading your own book to do.
No.
Did you miss the part where she
Yeah,
said
Sherry said it wasn't hers.
yeah?
I must have missed that part.
Not the
why
same
you were
as
rereading
Laura, but it's
Citadel.
spelled different.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's really small for an author name on a cover.
Right?
Yeah.
It's bigger on the side, but that's because it's just 4 letters.
Interesting. All right, let's see. Where do we start? Cool Gamer came in, said hey. Joanne came in and said hello to everybody, and of course asked what we were doing today. Regina said hi to Joanne. Joanne said hi to Regina and tackling, hugging.
Ugly.
And there was a tackle in my story too. And then there's some emojis, and then Angel Faye came in. Hey girls, great to see you all. And then Regina said hello to Maggie. And also, why did I want to read Angel's Faye's comment like, hey girl, hey? But that's just me.
It does sound a lot like your newsletter.
It really does. So Joanne also was saying hi to Regina and asking how she was doing. And then Angel Faye also said Laura has fallen into her book, which we always know because Laura picks great books and enjoys them. And then Joanne said no words written, but got a little bit of work done. New beta reader has read chapter 1 through 3 of the book. So I'm going over her comments. Is this the
translator?
Yeah, is this the translator / sensitivity reader, or is this just a different beta reader? Because Joanne, not saying we're gonna go down another rabbit hole, but I'm just saying we might go down another rabbit hole. She's planning to finish reading the book by September 1st. This is one of the Nigerian readers I told you about. The next one is
you answered
on September 1st. Okay, we're good there. And then Angel Faye, guess who had finished editing and formatting her novel? I hope it's you because that's exciting. Yay! Mama Maggie said done prepping for tomorrow's lunch and breaking the block tomorrow. Do I know Breaking the Block, or is that the name of the book?
It's the thing that her writer Sam Wicker, Jenna the Soul writer, Rachel D. Adams, and I think there's one other person. They do it. Is it every Sunday morning? Or
I don't know this.
But they talk about like breaking the writer's block and things like that.
Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna have to look for this now. Doing well, Joanne. I need to write the last chapter of the work in progress, which also Regina said my fingers are not hitting the right keys. But we knew what you meant. And then Mama Maggie also said, and have to say that a case I have been following about a girl bullied to suicide. Then the bully's family bullied the mom for trying to bring awareness. The main bully was sentenced to 25 years.
Oh, damn.
I just had a whole book conversation about something in my head recently. So interesting. Very interesting. Angel, congrats.
Right. It was Angel.
Great to see you too. School physical bully, cyber bully overlap. Getting a victim is amazing. When it works,
right?
It does not always work.
Yeah,
but when it works, yes.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say if only all bullies could get.
Yeah,
that kind of punishment
always work the way it should.
Maybe there'd be less of them.
You too, Joanne. I'm glad for the mom, but sad that the bully's family thought it was okay to go after a woman who lost her child to the cruelty of their children. Very true. Okay, quick update. The beta reader reading my book doesn't speak Yoruba. Is it Yoruba? Yoruba,
I think.
Because I was like, I didn't feel like I was saying it right. But she has 2 close friends who do, but she's enjoying the scenes, though. I've just asked her if her friends would be, I'm going to assume, interested in reading my book and providing feedback for the translations.
But if
she doesn't read it, wasn't that
why did she love it? Why did she?
Yeah, I thought that was the whole big part.
You're
not having her read it.
You're just getting more feedback.
See, now we got
Your
questions,
head.
Joanne. Now we got questions.
Joanne, I feel like we need to have talks, like several talks.
Jamal Murray's went. And then we have a high bird from our own Laura Nettles down here. And Esther's, I'm back.
Yes, he's back.
And then Mama Maggie said, it's every Sunday morning and we swap channels sometimes. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to have to look for this, Mama Maggie. And then, of course, Joanne is back and tackle hugs.
Oh my gosh,
Esther,
Barry, I forgot. You have a whole other spouse. We need to tell you about this. Did you tell him about this? Did you tell him his last name is Lee?
Oh,
I was like, I have a whole nother spouse? When did this happen?
You
How many spouses do I have that I don't know about?
I mean, Barrett, you and Morgan have been married off.
And I was the
Here's
official,
your ring.
apparently.
Ring.
I was the officiant. Laura's keeping your ring for safekeeping. It's the whole thing. We'll talk about it next week. It's all right. We're good. Esther, I was serving lots of popcorn bags. Popcorn, you say?
Ooh.
I want
That's the
popcorn.
magic word for this.
It's movie theater popcorn.
Ooh.
Best.
Vera says, hi, all. I got myself up from a nap and saw y'all was yawling. Hope everyone is well and living your best lives. Hopefully. I like this idea. Thank you. The format took me 10 hours.
Ooh.
That's a
Did
lot.
you do it in
Girl,
Word?
that's not a lot, but that's a lot.
Did you do it in Word?
And then
Girl.
oh yeah, did you do it in Word? What did you do it in? Come tell us.
For
We
10
want to know.
hours.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. That was to Mama Maggie. Ew, the bully sounds like a butt face, which they generally are. Esther says, feels like we need to bring you in a backstage, come to Jesus section. Which she will do. And Bird, it was horrible, but the mom got justice. We'll respond to your questions in a minute, talking to my sister. Okay. Good Mama Maggie, sometimes the good side wins, which is always exciting to see when we get a chance to see it. Yeah, I'm working the concession at the Center's Theater. Oh, yay. Ricky will be thrilled. He's Matt Morgan. He likes her. We're good. My cat whined to my sister that I needed, or I didn't feed her. The audacity. How dare. Because I've been wearing him out.
You can get a break.
I'm gonna leave that alone because we're not in the after segment of this. Wearing them out, or yeah. Anyway, I know that's not what you meant, though. I know that's not what you meant.
Why is movie theater popcorn so good? It is. Oh my god, y'all! When I used to work retail in this one mall, there was like one of the movie theaters there. Why would we go down and we would get like their bucket of popcorn, which was, I don't know, $6, $7, $8, whatever it was. But it was one of the places where you could bring the bucket back and they would refill it. But generally that was only, like if you were there to see the movie and then you left and then that was it. But for some reason they would let us, I don't know if let us is the correct word, but we would go refill it throughout the whole day. And sometimes multiple days until the bucket started being really bad. And then we would go buy a new bucket. But it was we almost always had movie theater popcorn under the cashier's desk, up in the back of the store.
It's so, it's magical. For the longest time, I wanted to work in the movie theater just so I can get popcorn and watch movies. I'm like, that's not how it works, girl.
Esther does say the oil and the salt are special, which I have heard.
Magical.
As much as I like movie theater popcorn, that is not the snack I get whenever I went to the movies. It's always the nachos.
Nachos are good too.
Well, nachos are great. But I can make nachos at
I'm
home.
just obsessed with
Movie
popcorn.
theater popcorn is like
Not like the movie theater.
right at
Though.
home.
I can't make them like the movie theater. Like I can make them, but
I
it won't
make
be like
really
that.
good I make really
Well,
good.
Tiff, you probably make really good everything.
Yeah. And I actually fry my own tortillas. Like I make really good nachos.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Not the gourmet nacho.
And you know, I don't know if I make like authentic. I was gonna say Hispanic, but then I was also gonna say Mexican. But then I was like, I don't really know where nachos are authentic too, so I don't know. So yeah. Our oil is canola, but it's tinted, and our salt is tinted to make it taste better. See, that's the thing.
Tinted.
Because okay, so I've heard if you do a mixture of canola oil and coconut oil is what works for movie theater popcorn, but I don't know if that's fully true.
Is it
But
tinted with brown butter?
The salt is different. You have to find a specific salt. Oh, okay. Esther, help me out. It is Mexico. So yes.
But don't you have to be?
So here's what we're gonna do.
Don't
Tiffany.
you have to be? Hold on, don't you have to be careful with using like canola oil? Because isn't there an oil that people are highly, like possibly allergic to or something like that? Like
I think it's peanut oil.
Peanut. Well, no, but I mean, I know peanut oil. But
Canola
I think
oil isn't good
oil
for you. But girl, nothing that tastes good is.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because I know they say canola oil isn't good for you, but from everything that I've read, it feels like vegetable oil is worse.
But canola oil and vegetable oil is like right there. But you know, again, nothing that
I
tastes
thought canola was vegetable oil.
No,
there's
two
different
things.
ones.
They're two different oils, but then they're on
vegetable,
the same
canola, peanut, and
level.
olive oil and extra virgin olive oil. Which extra virgin olive oil is said to,
but also
there's a double extra.
What is it? Canola oil is supposed to be the better oil for you, or avocado oil.
Well, no,
that's it.
I thought olive oil was supposed to be the better one.
Well, but
olive oil is good. Avocado is better. I think grapeseed is the best.
Yeah. And it has to do with the smoke point because there's certain things like you can't fry stuff in olive oil because of the smoke point. As opposed to avocado and grapeseed.
But I think isn't that why olive oil is considered better because they tell you to stay away from fried foods anyway. So
no, I think it has to. I love Esther's like, how long have you guys been talking? Not that long.
You came here telling us about tinted oils.
Yeah, you started this.
And movie popcorn.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the rest of them, and then we are definitely gonna go into the 45-minute sprint. So Laura can go run.
Joanne did answer the question.
He said, when my sister worked at a theater in high school, she would bring home giant bags of popcorn for the ducks and the chickens. When I was in elementary school, there was this girl whose father worked for a popcorn place like that. And so she would bring, every time we had like one of the holiday parties, you know, like Halloween or Christmas or whatever, like the class parties, her father would send a bag of popcorn that was colored for whatever the holiday was. So we had like black and orange popcorn for Halloween and like red and green for like Christmas and pink and just white for like, you know, Valentine's Day and green and something for like St. Patrick's. So good. It was not movie theater popcorn though. That would have been even better. Mama Maggie also said nachos are Tex-Mex, not really Mexican in any way. So that's possible. They have one of the biggest corn varieties. I'm assuming that's the different movie theater popcorns. Oh, that's it. That's behind on the good oil and salt. And then Joanne's back. Okay, I'm back. So due to the book being 118K, way too long for a romance book, I'm having only one more beta reader read the book so I can see where to cut down in terms of word count. But would a beta reader be good for that, or would that be an editor?
Here's what we're gonna do. Right? Here's what I'm gonna do. While you're reading through, find some place in the middle that you can cut it, end it on a cliffhanger, and do it as a duology. You have 2 books. It doesn't have to be one book. It can be published as 2 different books. Book 1 and book 2. It's a dual. It's the Project Sugar and Spice duology, whatever the name is. Keep your story. Find somewhere in the middle where it's a good cutoff point. End it at a cliffhanger. Maybe before the competition starts. I don't know. I haven't read the book. And then finish it in the second one. Because duologies follow the same couple, follows the same storyline, and you have to read both books to get the complete story.
And I'm not positive, like a beta reader is the person that would be able to tell you where to cut.
Yeah.
Again,
And
I feel
then
like
give it to an editor.
That would be an editor
to see if where you've cut it made sense.
A beta reader is only really seeing if it flows right, if it's the pacing is, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Not where to cut.
Unless it's a beta reader who is also
an editor.
Or if it's a proofreader who is also an editor. I could see that maybe. But a beta reader, I'm not positive.
Or a romance author that's been in this a long time. Sometimes, if you can afford a full editor and you can find a critique partner, that make sure it's someone in your genre, in your subgenre that's been in this a while and know what they're doing, and not someone just starting out too, because you need some expertise there. And then go from there.
Esther, they've been talking a full few minutes. I know, but I'm really hoping the book will be done after this edit. Okay.
Edit or beta read, because you said beta reader, not.
Ricky loves.
I think she means herself edit.
Okay. Also, hold on, wait, because when we talk about self edit, I feel like you have not separated yourself far enough from the book to do that yet.
Well,
just personally, because I feel like you might be too close, because you're right in it and you haven't put it aside long enough to be able to read it as a reader and not as the person who wrote it. That makes sense. But
Barrett, hold the phone. Did we say brown butter popcorn?
Right? Yeah. That's what I was going. Oh, that's what I was saying. So, Tiffany, what we should do, I'm thinking after listening to Esther, because she said tinted, she used tinted oil. I'm thinking if you mix brown butter with a little bit of canola oil and then use that to make the popcorn, I bet you would taste.
He brought us back.
Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Technically, that was a long time ago.
It is $2,
right?
Listen, I like Apple.
Technically speaking,
and they keep doctors away. So wait. Also, Regina is agreeing. D is right. You have $2. Mama Maggie says, I did that with 2 books. Blue Butterfly turned into Blue Water, and Blue Butterfly, Red Velvet became Red Velvet, and aminos? And the wild aminos?
Anemones.
Which one is
it? Anemone?
Oh, might be anemones.
Not amino. I'm sorry.
I have another question for Joanna. You have to get to the comment. You have to get to the comment.
Right?
I mean, Laura, you really could just throw the avatar on and go ahead and go.
Joanne said, I don't want to have $2. Okay, so this beta reader is a romance author who's been in the genre for a while. Okay. You may not want to have $2, Joanne, but you also still may have written 2 books.
Yeah, but why don't you want to have 2 books? I mean, it's the same story. You don't have to rewrite it. Just find somewhere in the middle that makes sense that you can cut it and still have a satisfying pause.
Full book for both ones.
Right.
But not a cliffhanger, because I'm understood that's not.
No, cliffhangers are okay in romance, but not in short.
Cliffhangers are okay in romance.
Okay. Got you.
Just not in short reads. Yes. But the full length, I do cliffhangers all the time.
I need you to get to her other comments so I can ask her a question.
Okay. 20ish. We have not been. Have we been talking for 20ish? Yeah,
we might have been.
Right?
Yeah, we might have been.
I meant beta reader. Oh, Barry. I love me a popcorn ball.
You love your balls, don't you, Barry? You love your balls, don't you, Barry?
I'm making popcorn after my run. See, y'all gonna make me get up and make popcorn. I gotta finish this scene. Okay.
I'm
not editing this book myself. I'm getting someone else to edit it.
Okay, so, my question is, because I feel like I remember you saying before that you've had 2 developmental editors before. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. How many editors are we talking? Is this the same editor you've already used? Are you putting out more money? I have questions and concerns.
Okay. Barrett also says 2 books. That's what I would do.
About.
My family likes Parmesan popcorn. Parmesan popcorn is
Yes, me
so
too. So good.
good.
So good.
Like, if you've never tried Parmesan popcorn, y'all.
How do you feel about white cheddar?
I don't mind white cheddar, but Parmesan popcorn with a little bit of salt and pepper. Like, and don't put a touch of garlic on it.
What about cheese
Parmesan
popcorn? Just
and
like cheddar
garlic
cheese
tastes
popcorn,
good.
like cheese popcorn.
Yeah, I don't mind cheese popcorn just
Cheese
as a
popcorn
whole.
tastes good too.
Ooh. I keep telling Ricky to cut me in half. 2 husbands. Maybe he gets 2 salaries too. Like, y'all. Anaminos. Okay, the flower. There we go. So, let's see. Truth. I could pay someone to do romance writer. Wait a minute. I could pay someone to do romance writer to beta it. Wouldn't cost the same as an editor, and they could maybe help figure out how to chop it in half. Oh, okay. So he would do like a romance writer to then read it. Parmesan's better than white cheddar.
Oh, why did I read that as porn? Oh God, why did I read that as porn? It's but anyway.
It probably is. But you know that was not the comment.
I don't feel like porn and popcorn.
I didn't get to the right.
I mean,
hold
it
on.
could, you know, we were
talking watching. We were talking eating popcorn while watching a movie. So I mean,
gone down the movie.
No, I realized that it was not the word porn when I read the rest of the sentence, but when I first saw the first word, it looked like porn. And then I read the rest of the sentence.
Popcorn and movies.
You can be eating popcorn and watching whatever you want to watch. We
know. Ain't no porn better than farm. Let's be real. And Mama, now you listen to what you were reading, JC.
Okay, look, I didn't read. Look, you know what? Never mind. Joanne's comment 221. You missed it.
Back, but those were just in the moment. Great.
Okay. Not Laura changed her whole toes. Came back and we still talking.
Okay, so you didn't have to develop.
Are dirty, so I have to do laundry first.
Oh God!
Okay.
Girl, run without a bra. Run free. Run free. Run free.
That's not safe.
I mean, unless it's like really icky,
hold up.
like,
to be fair, you could just put. No one's gonna really know, but you. If you put on this bra, you're gonna shower anyway afterwards. I mean,
yeah, but sometimes like these are like
you're running and sweating. You're gonna feel icky. You're running and sweating. You're gonna feel icky anyway.
New sweat and old sweat just don't.
Okay, well, just run free then. Run free. Run free. Hurry up. Okay. Wait, what?
No, to run free.
We're on 28 minutes of chat, guys.
I mean,
Mama Maggie.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, Joanne's comment. Okay, so you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to them. Okay, I originally got a paid beta reader to read my book, and only got one development editor to read the book. And I think the book was lower in word count than 2. Got the development editor last year, I think.
Okay, so are you going back to the same person who edited it the first time?
Yeah, because
so they know the material and they're familiar with the work, so they know where you can cut it at and things like that.
Muted y'all.
Oops.
Okay, so the reason why I don't want to split my book in 2 is because I want the book to be a full story without having to read a second book.
But it's still a full story. A duology is still a full story. It's just 2 books.
And you can put both books out at the same time. You don't have to do one pause, but it's 2 different books. You could publish both books at the same time. But or you could publish the first.
I can't think of a romance. I can't think of a romance duology, but. Like and this is fantasy, so this is completely different. But like Lizelle did her blood like magic and blood like fate duology. Hold on, but Lizelle did a duology with blood like magic, blood like fate. It was one complete story as a whole, but it's still 2 books, and it's still like there was an individual story in the first one, an individual story in the second one, but the 2 together still made one complete story.
Yeah. So, and if you read Kennedy Fox, a lot of their books were duologies too.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
But even if you go back to the same developmental editor, are they going to charge you again? Because that's the other question as well. That we will get to after this next part.
Right, that's what I was saying.
and Esther,
get rid of
Kennedy
filler
Fox, a lot of their
words.
books were
If
duologies,
you
and
need
they
to
were
cut
really
words, you need a
big
copy
duo.
editor, which is very true. Yeah, if you're looking for cuts,
well, see, the reason why I say go back to the same editors because they're familiar with the work. They know
did
the
y'all
story.
know my music was just playing while we've been on here?
Couldn't hear it.
I didn't hear anything. But because they're familiar with the work and they know the story, they would probably know better where to cut it. Versus a copy editor would have to familiarize themselves with the story. I just think it would be a little more difficult hiring someone new who hasn't read it already. But I mean, that's up to you.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, here's where I'm torn between if a copy editor or a developmental editor would work. Because yeah, if you need to cut, a copy editor makes the most sense because they're the people who can go through and they can figure out where the lines are, where like words can be taken out, where this can be taken out. But if it's a conversation of it's long because like there are parts that don't need to be there, then that is a developmental editor. So that's why I'm like, it might actually be okay to go back to a developmental editor, especially if you're looking at most romance novels are somewhere, between, correct me if I'm wrong, like 60 to 75K? Yeah. So if you're looking to get down to there, I mean, you're looking to cut well past like 30K words. So that's a full chunk of something.
And Esther, the reason why we said the developmental editor, because I don't know if you may have heard that this part, because Dee was suggesting she split it into 2 books. So I was saying a developmental editor because they would know the story already, or go back to developmental because they already know the story. They would know where best to maybe split it and separate the 2. If that was something Joanne was going to do.
That if you're looking at where to cut it to make it a duology, or if you're looking at chop 25K to 30K words, I mean, at that point, you're almost either chopping a storyline, you're chopping a character arc, you're chopping something,
so you
which
still need
then is a developmental editor as well.
Yeah. And to Regina's point, there are epic romances. Nora Roberts does write epic romances, but unfortunately, Joanne has a bakery romance. And if you study the market, all those bakery romances are like 50,000 words. 60,000 words, like somewhere between 225 to 250 pages. So it's like,
very true.
You have to also go with your market expectations. So yeah, sure, there are people that write very long romances. Contemporary romances now are releasing some 100 and something thousand words, true, but it depends on your subgenre and your niche. You're very, very niche. Your bakery romance through and through. So you have to meet your market expectations. Or you can just say, F it all and just do what you want and put it out there. It may work. We don't know.
But she didn't say that her development editor
didn't say the word. I said F. I'm
listening to you. I look at a dev editor like a boyfriend. If we dated and it didn't end in a happily ever after, then why am I going down this road again?
It didn't. It didn't. Joanne added words since that development edit. So
let's see. And Esther does say bakery cozy romances are on the shorter side of the word count for romances. Joanne does say a little bit of both, but my beta reader has already recommended I cut a paragraph or 2 in the first chapter and put it somewhere else in a different chapter. But that's just rearranging the same amount of words.
Yeah.
So you need someone who's going to be like, you need someone who's brutal. At this point, Joanne, I feel like that's what you need. Past developmental editor, past copy editor, even past like sensitivity reader and translator. You need someone who is going to read your story and be really brutal with you and be like, look, this right here needs to go. This right here needs to go. This needs to be tightened. This needs to be this. It either needs to be 2 stories. It needs to be 1 story, and you need to do this or you need to do this. That's what you need. You need someone who is going to sit in front of you and be like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to hurt your feelings. And this is what you got to do. Now you
Sort
can
of what
choose to
Barrett
do
said in
it,
the
or
next
you can
comment.
choose to not do it.
Mhm.
But this is what you got to do. If you want this book to come out at this point in this time frame with this type of characters, with this type of arc, this is what you got to do. Now, when you find that person, develop editor, copy editor, beta reader, translator, sensitivity reader, whoever it is, that's who you go to. Because at this point, you have done all of the research. You have had 18,000 folks read it. You have gotten everybody's comments. You have gotten us comments. You have gotten everybody in every situation. You need someone who is going to be brutal with you and be like, this is where you're at. So my 2 cents and folksy input would be get some fresh eyes, get distance from the story, be ready to make some painful cuts, and listen to D on the market expectations. That was from Barrett. Joanne said, yeah, I'm going to trust myself and get the beta reader to read the book and see if that'll change anything. Esther said, I feel the same like Barrett. Distance is needed and we need to be more brutal with the cutting. No more cuddling the story. Barrett also said, hugs, Esther. Side note, I downloaded my PR vids last weekend and pics and had so many Esther vibes. Okay, so I feel like the beta reader is already doing that with my book right now. She's already recommending to cut paragraphs that aren't needed. Was just too darn tired to do that. Oh, for the Puerto Rico video. Okay. Why wish does hurt, but I know it'll be better for my story overall. How much of the backstory can you cut? Which characters can you remove completely and delete all their scenes? Will either hurt the main story, will doing that hurt the reader experience? And then Esther is like, sprint. No, it's 2:31 and we've sprinted. It is oh yeah, we got to sprint. Okay. Oops, that was oh. Yeah, she calling us host. Yeah. Okay. And
Let's go.
Okay, so I feel like one of
Laura's
the
got
without hurting the story, and we are going into a sprint because it has been forever, and you are right.
Laura, are you running? You're not running?
I'm doing laundry.
Okay.
Either way, it's 45 minutes, and I got to finish the scene. So 3, 2, 1, do the dang thing. Shoot. Bye. Hello. I'm over
Hello.
just clicking buttons. How's everybody doing?
Did you click a button by accident?
No.
This D's gone.
Yep.
Oh,
She didn't know that her device said it wasn't connected. She thought that I did it, and I was like,
oh,
no,
okay.
that's you.
Because I messaged her and I was like, did your internet drop? And maybe you didn't know. And she said, no, I'm still here. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh. And we were still chatting in the private chat. So
Yeah. So I don't know, but she said she was gonna come out and come back in. So I don't know if she has to reboot something or what have you. Oh, with the face and everything.
Whoa!
Hello. It is dark.
Hello,
It's so dark when like the sun is shining, but yeah.
oh, it's darker. It's darker over here because but
She all fancy.
all right.
My stack of books is almost as tall as I am.
Oh, geez, good Lord,
Wow.
Laura. Wow.
Mine
Most of those journals are almost, or are they book books?
Up to here is middle grade,
Oh, okay.
and
Got
these
it.
are books under 200 pages. These two are library books. This is Tomie that I still need to read.
That chunky
And
ass
this
book
is-
for hold up, the chunky book, the one that looked like it could compete with War and Peace.
That is Empire of the Vampire,
Oh dear Lord,
book
that's a
1.
big book. Book 1.
I saw there was a second one.
Oh good Lord. Okay.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go through the chat really fast before we get into it because we had some people who stopped in. Margaret came in and said dropping into light and hail. Eva came in. Oh, oops! I'm so late from the top. I was on Le Twitch, and let's see. Eva also said, I think I just finished the full poem draft for this storybook, which is awesome. Also said hello, and then I keep reworking the bit of it, but I think this is gonna be it. Like I think it's done. Maybe I gotta finish the Canva illustrations yet. Whoop whoop. And I don't know who
It is
scared
important
Regina,
to
but
know-
she's like, you scared me after that.
It is important, Eva, to know when you're done. When a book is done.
So yeah. And let's see. Regina also got
Everything okay there?
It's fine. My hand
Well, that's
caught
a
it. It
really
almost
big
flies.
bowl of popcorn. I'm sorry.
yes.
Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
It's air popped, so it's healthy.
Air
You know,
quote.
I used to use my air popper, and I would tell my aunt that, and I was like, "So you added no?" Or I think I was like, "It's air popped and it's healthy," but I do this thing where I add olive oil and then I put sea salt and I do this, and she's like, "So you're still eating it with oil?" She's like, "How much healthier is it?"
This is just
Same
air pop
ingredients.
popcorn with melted butter and salt.
Nice.
So still the butter though, kind of.
That's why it was healthy. Remember? Healthy.
It's 2.5 tablespoons of butter for the whole thing.
Yeah, that's actually not that
Not
much.
bad.
healthy.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not even.
And Eva has a clip apparently.
And is it? Wait a minute. Is it butter or is it margarine?
Butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, butter is actually.
I mean,
healthier
if you're going to
Even though
use
margarine is
butter,
a healthy choice.
Right? If you're gonna use butter,
There is no margarine in this house. I came in. So during that sprint, I went and I made macaroni and cheese, and I ate it, and then I made popcorn, and then I swapped my laundry, and I came back in my room, and my sword was on my bed. It has been excavated from the garage.
Oh,
Lord.
I have a
I was like,
sword.
what's happening?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Always.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Turn on my light.
Is it like a Japanese?
The edge
type
is
sword?
not sharpened, but it can be.
Is it like a Japanese type of sword?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. That loud.
I'm
This
plugging
feels
my
like it
headphones.
might be a feature movie.
Okay, let me turn down my volume.
Dun-dun-dun. I need some epic music.
Brew,
Oh, wow.
Far the West, foraged from the shards of
Wow.
Narsil.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
look how long it is.
I know.
I've had this since high school.
That's what
I
she
couldn't get it
said.
across the border.
This, I mean,
She
could
said,
do
"Look
some-
how long it is," and that's what she said.
It's still going.
Ah! I got nope. I can't. She said it's still going. Still going.
D, what did you do during that sprint?
Go with it, go. Let me
Tell-
see. Wow. Ooh.
Hello. It can't even fit in the box. It can't fit in the little. Hot dang.
Wow.
It has, oh, come on, lighting. It has all the engravings
Oh, way cool.
Oh,
and the handle.
it's like super. Oh, gladiator vibes.
Lord of the Rings.
I know it does make me want to like.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, it comes with.
On guard.
Yeah, I'm going
Hey!
to moves. I want to do like old battle type of moves.
The Tree of Gondor that you put on the wall so you can hang your sword.
Oh, that's
wow.
Very
cool.
nice.
That's
I like
awesome.
It's an official Lord of the Rings replica.
Oh.
Nice.
See, now I still haven't watched Lord of the Rings, and I don't plan to, but I would collect the merch. Like the sword is very cool. I like the swag. Just give me the swag, and I'll pretend I know where it's from.
Oh, sorry. Eva has be cracking up in the comments.
Yes, I know. I see her.
So
Oh my
I want
goodness!
to hang it right here.
I can see that.
And it'll be in the stream.
So now you need another sword to match on the other side.
on the other side, yeah.
I have to bring my lightsaber.
Oh, so the sword can be on
But
one
that's
side.
still in
and the saber
Canada.
on the
Can
other.
you get it from Canada?
Well, also, I could make my lightsaber at Disneyland down here. You know,
You could.
I
If I
have
had
heard
money.
that you can do that.
You have two.
it's over $200.
I did not hear that's how much it was. Like I have heard you could do that. I have not heard that's the cost. I mean, I pretty much figured it wasn't like you could do it for what $25. Like it's Disney.
It used to be like $200, and now it's up to like $220, $240.
Oh,
Wow.
so what I'm telling you is you need to do it soon before it gets to 300.
Excuse you, Roy. That is my popcorn.
Oops.
I don't even know what that means.
I want some.
So I came back, and that was on my bed. I was like, ah!
Oh, you got Eva inspired. She's like, they're gifting their son-in-law a slashy slash in some sort. So she's off to Google.
Nice.
What did you do during that stream, D?
Me?
Yeah, during the sprint.
Nothing. I swapped spaces with my husband. So I'm at the desk. And I gave up my bed desk.
I see.
That's all.
What did JC do?
I worked on my short story a little more.
Woohoo!
I've
He
decided
just made it to her. Oh, sorry.
No, go. It's your turn.
I was just gonna say he's just making it to her place. There may be a kiss at the end of the chapter.
He's gonna spend the night. He's hoping.
The outline does not say that, but who knows what happens when I actually write it.
Welcome to my world.
Look at Tiff sipping on her wine.
It's ginger ale.
Did you ever, when you were a kid, or was it just me who ever got like ginger ale or anything wine colored and put it in a glass and pretended they were drinking wine as a kid?
Oh no, I did that too.
Just me? Okay.
I did
Okay.
a kid. I did a photo shoot with a wine glass full of tea.
I did that with Kool-Aid. I did that
Okay,
with
you can get a step further.
soda.
Oh.
Cola champagne. I would get cola champagne soda and put
Or
red
I would get like
Kool-Aid in it.
I would get
And then
cranberry
pretend it
juice.
was wine.
I would get cranberry juice. Like we had the cherry cranberry juice or whatever. And I would just pretend it was some red wine. And then I was sipping on some wine with my friend, my imaginary friends. But
not imaginary friends.
Well, I will say, like, as a photographer, that is one of the things that we do. Like, if we are doing like certain types of photo shoots, and it's not like for a winery, obviously they are going to open up wine. But if we're doing a photo shoot, like with a couple or whatever, and they want that look, because we can't have them getting liquored up while we're taking pictures.
right.
So we will have them do like get like a cranberry juice or like a sparkling cider or something like that.
Grape juice.
Grape juice, yeah. Although the other day,
oh my god,
like confusing. My aunt was over for some unknown reason, and she was getting ready to leave, and she was looking through our refrigerator to see if we had beer. And I don't drink beer. My father doesn't drink. So we're like, no. And then my father goes in, he's like, but Tiffany does have something. And he's going through the kitchen, and he's like moving some stuff around. And my aunt's like, what, like wine? Because I am more of a wine person than necessarily beer. And he's like, well, I don't know what it is. And he goes to turn this bottle over, and I went, that's apple cider I got at your event for your stupid group last year. What are you talking about? He goes, oh, it's not liquor? And I was like, no. I'm like, you've been looking at that all year thinking it's liquor? He's like, I didn't know.
Nice.
We used to do that in school too. Okay, before y'all, like in elementary school, but before y'all like give like y'all used to pretend to drink wine because I went to a Catholic school, so of course we had communion every first whatever, and so obviously they wasn't giving us no damn wine, but they gave us grape juice. So we used to always in our little friend group used to pretend like, would you like some wine, sir? Like,
yeah, I feel like Laura will appreciate this, but my cousin, the pastor's son, used to do, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, but I feel like it's a your type of movie, The Lost Boys. Where
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no! Well, there's a part where the guy drinks the blood, and he's like, "Would you like some?" So my cousin would be doing communion, and he would be drinking it like the movie The Lost Boys. And we were like, "You're the pastor's son, and you're drinking communion like a vampire movie. What is wrong with you?" And he's like, "What? It sounds good." I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, my cousin, he did a lot of things.
I would have asked questions, but I feel like I shouldn't.
Honey, yeah, my cousin had some moments. He gave real meaning to that. PK kids are the worst.
I take that back.
Oh,
Take that back. I am a darling, well behaved. I'm innocent, and I do nothing wrong. I'm the perfect PK kid.
Who's she talking about?
I don't know, because I'm not even the perfect PK niece. I don't know who she.
Speak for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Is there lightning about to strike you over there?
I don't know, but maybe it's a good thing Jay moved.
He's closer
Is
to the window.
Is there smoke coming from your pants?
Right?
All right, guys. Choices need to be made because we did go over some. So, are we going to do another 30-minute sprint, or are we going to call it for the day?
I vote
Who's
for doing
dead and
another
why did you
sprint.
kill him?
Huh?
Okay, y'all talked at the same time. I got no idea.
I vote for one more sprint. That's all I said.
What did you say down there?
Me?
Uh-huh.
I'm for whatever the public.
That's not what you said. She asked me what you said.
Yeah.
Oh no, because you said, "Or is he dead?" I'm like, "Who's dead and why did we kill him?"
Oh.
Who's
Anyway.
dead?
I'm sorry. When did she say
down?
Oh, I'm down for whoever. I was like, who's dead?
I was like, wait, what did you hear? Because no one said anything about anyone being dead.
Wow.
Okay.
She's trying to send people to meet their maker early.
Right?
I guess.
Damn, D, who you killing?
Laura, what do you say since D's killing people? Because I know you want to run, but also your clothes might still be in the dryer.
The dryer just finished. So, I need to run and then shower and then go do errands with my mother. So, I can just dip and you can do whatever.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and do another
Hold on
sprint.
to you, Laura.
I will do another
I'm
sprint.
the mummy.
Laura, you can hang out for as long as you want to hang
Be like
out.
Rose. Look, be like Rose. We'll never let you go.
So
I went to
that movie either.
Rose and Jack.
Hold on, what you say, Laura?
She
So
said
I've
she
seen that movie either.
Yeah, but you know the reference. I'm pretty sure you've heard people say it enough by now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could do another sprint. Laura, whenever you need to go, you can go. Do you want to do an outro?
Sure.
Okay.
I am a hoodlum. You can find me at my hoodlum house. It's called Laura Nettles. And yeah. I write mischievous stories of the horror variety in a bind up called Sinus Shivers. And yes, I am.
What's the new tagline? What's the new tagline?
I gotta look it up.
Oh damn! Okay, I thought you knew it by heart now. No, don't worry about it. I like hearing it. I like hearing it.
Okay. I write sensual, queer, tragic love stories set against gothic horrors and the dark, where creatures stir and death is just the next step.
I love that.
So those are my adult stories, but I'm currently doing an R&R for my middle grade spooky. So we'll see what happens there.
Where she sows the seeds
Laura.
of doubt.
Yes.
The woman of many facets.
And Monday, a video will drop on my exercise running whatever channel with my first week of training for the Dopey Challenge. So if you want to see that content, it's on a channel called Run to the Castle. So yeah.
Alrighty, guys. One last one for all the words and all the marbles.
Ooh, I might can finish this chapter.
Peace.
In 3. In 1. Do the dang thing.
It's time for the sprint. It's time for the sprint. Okay, I'm sorry. Tiffany, are you sure that's ginger ale in your cup? Oh dear Lord.
I don't even know how that happened. I was moving my mouse to go up to come back to the tab, and somehow it turned the timer back on.
He just got inside the house. Not
Really? Because mine just got inside somewhere else. My character's gonna get enough of these timers just leaving them hanging. All I'm saying.
Oh.
It's just always just really wrong moments.
I mean, you know, you could have magically elongated. Never mind. Bad choice of words. Bad choice of words.
Close.
Elongated.
All of us came this close. to a little bit more time. How'd you guys do in the chat? I mean, how'd you guys do on here? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm all just
as I said, he just made it into the house. Just made it inside the house.
Have you decided he's spending the night?
He just made it in the house. Like I don't.
I mean, you could do it. It's cold outside.
Per outline, no. This is gonna be like the first. This is gonna be like the first almost moment per the outline. Now, what happens when the characters take over and I write? I don't know.
It's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I had to get a
little fashion help from because Tiffany apparently. Well, I know Tiffany doesn't look at the private chat when she's friends, so I had put a link to an outfit because I'm not good at fashion
over here.
I was also busy. It was a part of the scene. I needed to describe what she had on. It's a place. I mean, I can change it if I decide I want a different outfit, but it's fine. It needed to be something accessible though. Like,
oh, that's cute.
She needed to have on something easy access, but if need be.
Wow, see, I just rarely put people in skirts in my story. But I guess there is some easy access.
What I mean?
Oh God, there's lots of easy access in a skirt, girl.
And dresses because you know.
I mean, I'm a pants girl myself. I don't like wearing skirts for
dresses. Not for me.
But my right, exactly. Right. You could just hike up the skirt. Move.
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Look, move things to the side and.
I mean, not all the time you want to go through stripping off the garments all the time. Sometimes
exactly.
You just a little
slipped up something.
Oopsie. Or you know,
he just look. He just
what's the bend and snap?
He just fell in there. Oh, Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde. You know that little Legally Blonde bend and snap. We don't bend. Oops. Oopsie.
He just fell into something.
I mean, don't worry. My characters have some bend and snap in pants, in bikini.
But just imagine putting them in a skirt.
All kinds of stuff.
Imagine putting them in a skirt too.
I can just imagine. You know, she may need to get something off the bottom shelf. Look over at the opportune time and get a little sneaky speak.
Hey, get back to these characters. So,
all right, guys, that's gonna do it for us because we obviously, even though it's not dark, have made it to the after dark part of the chat.
Or at least our characters have. Our characters have.
I'm gonna take my ginger ale. I'm gonna let my characters finish doing what they do. We're gonna run off. Hope you guys have had a great Saturday. Hope you continue to have a great Saturday. Whatever you're gonna do. Esther, if you're still in the chat, drink responsibly. Don't do anything we wouldn't do. Eva, looking forward to the Easter egg. Maybe if we get the Easter egg, but we don't know if we get the Easter egg, so we shall see. And I think that was all the main things that I saw. But oh, and Morgan came in. Hey Morgan, hope you're still here. Hope you had a great day. And we are gonna take off, guys. JC has books, the diary, as well as the weight of her, as well as the poetry books. She streams on Thursdays. There should be a video on
Wednesdays.
Monday.
Yeah,
That's
Wednesday.
Monday. She streams on Wednesdays.
Thursday. I say
There should
Tuesday.
be there should be, because I was trying to think there should be a video on Monday.
Yes.
Yes.
Still trying to figure out how you got Thursday, but
Lily / Sky.
DJ Lily Love.
has
DJ Sky
books.
Lily. DJ Sky
Go
Lily.
look for all of them. There's also free ones. You can enjoy it. She normally just pops up on whoever's stream, wherever she pops up. So find her there. And if you have not checked out her Trophy Tuesdays, go check out her Trophy Tuesdays. I will be back on Thursday. May have a surprise for you when I come. So you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. And other than that, we will see you guys when we see you guys. All right.